What's going on, everybody? Mike coming in from the amazing Moore, Oklahoma. And today is Tuesday. So on my calendar and on my schedule, I have Truthful Tuesday. So Truthful Tuesday. So I'm going to let y'all ask me questions, but I'm also going to spill some things and tell you guys some of the truths that either about me, about the Army, about keto, stuff like that. So if you guys are watching me live, drop me that one. If you guys are watching me on replay, drop me that too. And tell me where you guys are coming in from, because I love to know where everybody is watching from, all right? So my first truth that I'm going to tell y'all is I'm going to clear up a little bit of things that I've got some messages from some friends, some family, and some people that have just known me, all right? So everybody has been hearing about what's happening with the U.S., Iraq, and Iran, okay? We all know that some of my brothers and sisters from the 82nd Airborne in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, were deployed on New Year's Day, all right? So there are some units in the United States Army and the United States military that are called rapidly deployable units, which means they have to be able to be deployed within 24 to 48 hours, right? So the unit that got deployed from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, is one of those units, okay? That's why they're over there, because they knew they had to be ready to deploy at a moment's notice worldwide. When I was at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, our unit was in that stage a couple times, and they kind of rotate the different brigades and the different units, okay? So with that being said, a lot of you have messaged me asking if I was going to be deployed to go to war if it happens. The answer is no. The reason why it is no is because I am no longer a 13 Delta or 13 Juliet, which is fire direction control, which works with the field artillery and rockets and mortars and tells them where to shoot, all right? Very valuable in the situation that we're about to go into. So I am no longer that kind of Army personnel. My job is I am a full-time recruiter. My job is to go out and find people that want to join the Army, whether it's for the career benefits, the health benefits, the pay, the college, whatever they're trying to get out of it. I talk to them, and I go to the high schools, and I go to the colleges, and I talk to them, and then they join the Army, and they go about their career. So I technically cannot be deployed. I cannot be pulled away from the job that I'm doing because my job is not directly correlated with whatever war might start. All right, my job is to fill the ranks of the United States Army. That way, 5 to 10 years from now, we're meeting the numbers that they're wanting us to have. That way, we can keep the soldiers that are enlisted in, and we can keep growing the Army to the point of the Department of Defense or the Congress or the President wants it to be at. So I am safe. So anybody that is curious about that does watch this, I will not be deploying. Worst case scenario in my head, the way that I can see it playing out is if something does happen, they're just going to pull my recruiters. So I work in an office that has 7 people, myself, my deputy, another 7-9, and then a reserve recruiter, okay? So there would be 4 people that would possibly be taken out of that office and sent to do some training. Another thing is if you got out of the Army and are worried about getting pulled back in, they're still going to do a screening process. So yeah, you might get something in the mail saying, hey, we want you to come back, and we're going to train you, and we're going to pay you and everything else. But if you can't meet the physical requirements, so that means if you got out and you're eating all the foods and you haven't been working out and you can't make height and weight requirements, then they're probably not going to have you come back, okay? Or if you got out and you got in trouble and you had felonies and all this other stuff, they're probably not going to let you go back. They're going to be looking for those people that have been doing the right thing, been doing correct things and everything else, right? So Truthful Tuesday, I am not going to get deployed. And the people that are out probably won't be called back. And the last truthful is there probably will not be a draft because it would take too long to get the people that we need. There are enough soldiers across the United States, Germany, Europe, Japan, Korea to help do whatever we need to do if something was to happen. I really don't think anything is going to happen, even though Iran has retaliated and shot some rockets that hit a base in western Iraq. So those are my truths, not related to any business or anything. So if you guys have questions, I see some people that are on. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Lisa from Michigan. Hi, Jerry. If you guys want to ask a question, it can be keto, it can be health, it can be wellness, it can be fitness, it can be what did I eat tonight, which I had some low-carb chimichangas, which were absolutely phenomenal. They went pretty well, so I'm probably going to do a live on them. But I just want to really just come and clear up that misconception of once a soldier you're gonna get pulled back or stuff like that, because I see memes all day on my Facebook, both my Facebook, my work, and my personal. What's up, Jan? So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm going to be safe, that I'm not going to get pulled to go fight in any wars anytime soon, because that is not my job title anymore. Now, since nobody wants to ask questions, I'm going to give you another truth, and it may not be a truth that you actually want to hear, but it is a truth in my heart and in my mind. So if somebody was to come to me, whether it be the Army, whether it be somebody higher up, whether it be the field artillery world, and they were to come to me and say, hey, Sergeant First Class Shannon A., we would like you to deploy and help out with the fire direction center and go here. We'll train you up for like a month or so, make sure you can shoot, make sure you still have your skills, and then if you meet the cut, then we'll send you either to Kuwait, to Iraq, or wherever they send me. I would probably say yes. To be perfectly honest, when I was in Iraq 2 times and in Afghanistan, I actually had a blast. I do miss the camaraderie that you have with the people. I do miss going out and enjoying the Iraqi or the Afghanistan people and seeing the help that we were giving them. I understand that this time around would be a lot different. It would be more fighting and more shooting and more of actually doing the job that you are there to do. But I would do it because I know that it's helping everybody else stateside, and it's one less person that would have to go and do it in my place. And I would have already had a plan for Michael, because I know a lot of you would be asking what would Michael do. He would probably go home. He would probably stay with my parents and my sister, and then I would be back. I don't really think anything's gonna happen. These are just, what ifs type things. And yes, I do have a big heart, but I've been on 2 of the fronts, so, I mean, why not make it a 3rd one? I missed out on 2 other deployments, so I wouldn't mind getting another one under my belt. So if you guys don't have any questions, that is my Truthful Tuesday for today. I don't really have that much. I wanted to make that public to make sure that everybody knew that I'm not going to get deployed. There's really no chance that I'm going to get deployed. What's up, Jen? So while I still have all y'all on, tap my face, hit the 3 dots in the corner, see first, turn on live notifications, and follow. That way you can see all the other videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do at least 2 keto kitchen. Actually, I'm not going to try. I'm going to, because it gives me an option to not do it. But I'm going to do at least 2 keto kitchens a week, and then if I decide to do another one, like these chimichangas that I made, I might make them again next week because they were really good, and I might show you guys how to make these amazing low-carb chimichangas. But I don't really have anything else for y'all. If you get deployed, how long would you go for? Right now, most of the people that are getting deployed, whether to Iraq, Afghanistan, or even the people that are getting deployed to Kuwait as a, hey, Iran, go ahead and try something, they are getting deployed for up to 9 months. So I wouldn't be gone for a full year. It'd probably be either 6 to 9 months, just depending on what they are wanting us to do. My first 2 deployments were 12, 15, and then my Afghanistan was 12. So it's nowhere near as long as I've already been deployed. And the chimichangas, they'll either be made on Saturday or next Monday. Or I might swap my Monday and Tuesday live and do them on Tuesday. That way everybody can see how I make them and everything else, because they were super delicious. I didn't even see Michael eat his. I think he just inhaled it. I actually enjoyed mine, and I actually made some extras so that way we could have some for lunch. Because like I said, most of the time when I cook to the recipe, and it's usually to feed 3 to 4 people. So we usually have a lunch for him during the weekend, and then a lunch for me during the week. So that is actually pretty awesome. And yes, not your carby girl. It is not all that great, but I would deploy if they asked me to. It's just something that I enjoy. So if nobody has any more questions, what's your daily regimen to keep your fitness up to be in the Army? Okay, so if I was actually at an Army base, my daily regiment would be that I get up. Because I'm a non-commissioned officer and a senior non-commissioned officer, I'd have to be in a meeting. That meeting usually starts around 5:30 and lasts till about 6:15. And then from 6:15, we go outside and we get in what's called a formation, which is like a gathering of all the people, and we take accountability, all right? Once we take accountability, then we would do PT. Usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we would run. Tuesday and Thursday we would do like muscle strength and endurance or muscle failure. But since I'm not at a regular unit, my daily routine that I go and I do, it kind of rotates. I'm doing this one program by Dr. Jim Stepani, and it's a strength drop set. All right, so I do it 6 days a week, and then 1 day a week I do a full body workout. So yes, females do the same stuff in the Army. There's no trend that like everybody's supposed to do the same things. Now, when it comes to the physical fitness test that we have right now, there are different requirements for like push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. But the new Army Combat Fitness Test is not going to be that way. It's going to be kind of even across the board. That way, females have been fighting for years to have the same jobs and the same responsibilities as the males. So a year and a half, 2 years ago, they took away restrictions on all jobs. So now females can join any male job that used to be all males. So yes, females have to do the same. But back to my routine that I do on a daily. So every morning when I go to the gym, I do 5 minutes of a warm-up, and I usually walk on a treadmill at a 12 incline at a 3 to 4 setting. And then every time I hit the halfway point, I run at least a 6 to a 7 on a 12 incline. I do that for 5 minutes. And then I do whatever workout is on my app, which is Dr. Jim Sapani. It's free for the military. And you can set different workouts, different routines, or you could just pick certain things. So I do that workout, and it usually takes me 45 minutes to an hour to finish the workout that is set for the day. Once I finish that workout, I do at least 5 minutes of ab exercises, and this is part of my New Year's intentions, which is 15 minutes of cardio and 5 minutes of abs. So then I'll do 5 minutes of abs, and then after I get done with that, I will go directly into going back to either the treadmill, the rower, or the bike, and I will do 10 more minutes of cardio. So that is my daily fitness regimen to make sure that my fitness is still up to par to be able to stay in the Army. Thank you for asking. That was a good one. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Okay. So, like I said earlier, if you would tap my face, hit the 3 dots in the corner, turn on live notifications, see first, and follow. I do appreciate everybody watching this Truthful Tuesday, and I will see y'all on my next live. Y'all have a nice night, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are watching in the world. And I appreciate every single one of you, and I look forward to seeing you on my next live. Bye!